Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our 2021 parent meeting. I would first like to thank you for your support and for joining me here tonight. Above, we have our agenda tonight, and I promise I'll try my best to stick by it. First order of business, I would like to have our financial report, our balance of our checkings and our savings account. She's going to pass it around now by our treasurer. Good. Okay. Currently inside the boosters savings accounts we have $500, and then currently in our check-ins we have $2,900 to start of the school year. So let's move on. My name is Anithia Miller, the band director here at KHS, and I'm invited here to share my goals, expectations, procedures for this upcoming marching season. The goal for the season is simple: obtaining a superior. And for us to get there, I need your help. I need all the parents, teachers, students, and staff to be part of this magnificent journey. So far, you have all been spectacular. The question is, how will we get here? We will obtain this goal by increasing parental involvement, increasing involvement in parents' concession stands, increasing involvement in transporting students to band camp and practices, which is on Tuesday and Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Increase participation at band trips and performances. Also, increase involvement in participation in fundraisers so we can meet the needs of our students. To accomplish this, we have developed a simple and unique method for parents to get involved by signing the volunteer form online on khsband.org. So when you went to khsband.org, this is the first thing you will see. You will scroll down into this volunteer sign up. You click that. You scroll down again, and we have a volunteer survey. Now, if you scroll down, we have all the home games where we have concessions for on the survey. As soon as you fill out the form, it will be directed to us. I called you, and we make sure we have enough persons covered for that event. We also have a calendar that we update weekly. This have all our events from now until the end of the school year. Yes, we still will be adding events as we go because some performances will pop up, but we will update weekly. So please make sure that you continue looking on the calendar and make sure you sign up for the volunteer survey. By volunteering, I'm not asking for one person to dedicate a few hours. I'm looking for a group of parents to dedicate 1 to 5 hours per month to help reach the end goal, what I like to say, for the marching band year. The impact we have as parents might seem small, but it makes a huge difference in student lives. So please make sure before work or after work, on Friday nights or Saturday days, please make sure you sign up to be a part of the concessions or on church and performances. Next on the agenda, I would like to talk about fees. I would like to talk about two fees that we have in band. We have the booster fees and the district fees. Now, the booster fees, it will be $100. This includes everything that students receive and will be kept throughout the school year, such as shirts, gloves, spats, performances, transportation, food, registration, all those stuff are included for the $100, okay? You can pay the payment during band camp, or we have a payment plan which is $25 per month, right? We would like to have all payment received by December, the latest. Now, the payment will be directed to the board boosters, but I can also collect payments, but please make sure you have a receipt. Every time you give money, please make sure you have a receipt. Our next fees is the district fees. It covers uniform rental, instrument rental, and uniform cleaning. The fees will be announced on our next parent meeting. Next, I would like to bring some focus to our important dates we have. Although all the dates is on the calendars, I just want to reiterate all the dates we have here. We have our marching band camp, which is on July 26th to the 30th at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's really imperative that students arrive on time and be picked up on time. Right here on this, we have, and also on the website, we have the mandatory where we're gonna be doing everything in 2 to 3 hours increments. All this information is on the website, by the way. We also have our student drop-offs, our report times, and on the bottom of the screen, we also have all our communications. We have my email, we have the boosters email, we have the media department email, we have the phone numbers, the address, the website, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Other important dates we have is our home games, besides our leadership camp. We have our first home game on August 27, 2021. Report time will be determined. We have our second home game on September 10th, our third home game on September 17th. We have all state editions. If your student are interested in all state editions, please make sure they reach out to me the first week of school. We have our next home game October 22nd, and the most important event of the year, our marching MPA. I want to take this time to direct this meeting to one of the most important reasons why I also called the meeting. Tonight, we have to elect at least 4 executive board members for the Boosters organization. Now, the purpose of this Boosters organization is 2 things: fundraise and to rally parents for an increased parental involvement. Many parents have the wrong impression about the Boosters and think it is the next job or it takes a lot of time. But really and truly, if run correctly, you will not spend more than 5 hours a month being an executive board member. Without the executive booster, parents' involvement will increase. Band needs will not be met. For example, band uniforms, foods, concessions, transportations, and small immediate items. Yes, some of these things can be purchased by the school, but we need the boosters account for most of these items to be purchased. For this to happen, we need at least 4 members to dedicate 1 to 2 hours every other week to push the bands forward and to rally parents and increase involvement. The key, fundraise and involvement. Yes, some might say they've never done it before, but you will never know until we make the first step. We have 4 positions, and just because we have 4 main positions of the executive board. We have the treasurer, who keeps track of the money being spent by the boosters, and also sometimes tell me, no, we can't afford this, or we need to fundraise. We have the secretary, who records our monthly parent meeting or booster meeting. We also have the vice president, who's basically rally parent involvement. Make sure we cover enough parents for the concessions, which is really important, and also on trips, because if we don't have the right parents for the trips, we will not be able to make the trip. And also to fundraise, which is very important. We also have, lastly, the president, who makes sure everything runs smoothly and serves as the bridge between the parents and the band staff. Now, just because we have 4 main branches of the executive board doesn't mean we don't have other positions. We have also fundraising committee, we have also concessions committee, we have also parental involvement committee. We have many different committees within the executive board positions, but tonight we have to vote in for those branches. The voting is simple. Each person will be nominated, and then we will vote by hands, and then we record it. For example, I will nominate Tony, and Tony will have the chance to either decline all proceed, hopefully it does, and then we vote on that by hands. So at 6:24 on July 15, 2021, we're going to start the nominations for president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. Does anybody want to be a part of these executive board positions? Okay, we have one person to start it off, Michelle. Oh, no, we have two Michelles. Oh, we have two Michelles. Oh, I wasn't singling you out, not yet. I'm sorry. I wasn't singling you out yet. I was getting to you. All right, so I will nominate Michelle. All right, for what do you want to? Okay, so I'll nominate you for the president for the executive board. So by hands, who agrees that Michelle Philippi, does I say correct? Philippi will be the boosted president for the 2021 to the 2022 school year. By hands. Oh, everyone voting. I can nominate some more people then. All right, that's perfect. Now, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. Okay? Any nominations for the other three positions? Oh, yes, a returning member. I love it. So, Elena, what do you want to? Vice president, treasurer, secretary? So, all right, treasurer, treasurer. You said anyone. Oh, vice president, vice president. That's not good. All right, I'll nominate Elena for vice president. Anyone want to second that? Anyone's raise their hands who want to second that? All right, perfect. Now, treasurer and secretary. Two more to go. Two more to go. We off to a good start. Two more to go. Treasurer. Any nominations for treasurer and secretary? The treasurer just keep a good record of funds. Secretary just records. Oh, that's just the baseline of it. I'm sorry. Right, right. So, treasurer and secretary. It's all about having the teamwork to spread around the work. If you kind of have one person doing all the work, if everyone works as a team, it'll be perfect. Okay, it's not up to me. It's up to the parents. So, you want to deploy yourself from president and treasurer. Okay. All right, no problem. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. For treasure, we can have Michelle Philippi for treasure instead of president. All right, a show of hands who agree. Okay, perfect. So we get a treasurer and we get a vice president. Let's go back to president and president. I'm sorry, I'm checking the YouTube questions. I see a lot of people on YouTube have questions about the form. Just go on the khsband.org site and just fill in the forms and choose which days or events that you want to participate in, and we will call you. All right, for president. Any nomination for president? Scott for president. For Scott for president, raise your hands if you agree. Scott for president. All right, perfect. So we have a president, we have a vice president, and we have a treasurer. We have one more left for now. For now. Secretary. Any nomination for secretary? Oh Lord, no. Oh, nominations on for Tamara Miller. Any, if you want to second that for Tamara Miller be nominations, raise your hands, please, if you want to second that for nominations. Oh, oh man, band talk every day now. All right. So now we have a president, vice president, a treasurer, and a secretary for the 2021 to 2022 school year. Now, just because we have those four positions, it's still imperative that everyone that is a part of the band program is a booster. Everyone is sitting here tonight, or online, you are a booster, okay? You are a booster, which means that we still have to come together to help fundraise. We still have to come together and be a part of our students' lives. Be a part of performances. Be a part of field trips. Be a part of concessions. Okay? And if you have any questions on any of that, you can always email me. You can always call. You can always go on the website for any questions on performances, any questions on practice times. Now, sometimes I do cancel practice for unexpected events, but they will be posted on the website. Okay? They will be posted on the website. All right? So at this time, well, back on the agenda, scroll down. At this time, do we have any questions, comments, or concerns from any of the boosters or executive board members? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Do you have any questions on fees? Any questions on events? Any questions on involvement? Hi. Mm. No, the band plays at away games. The reason I haven't put away games there because I don't know which away games that we're gonna go to yet. Because some away games is out of county, so when it's out of county, the school don't pay for it. That it comes out the booster account. So that's why I said boosters are important for transportation. So that's why I haven't put away games there. Okay, but that's why I say I update it. Like every week I update it, put a new event there, put a new parade. I get a call for a performance. I put it on their website to make sure that parents are aware of it. And I also send letters home. So mostly if a month go by and if you haven't gotten a letter, most likely your student still have in this backpack. Most likely. Because I always, at least once a month, give a letter. Whether it's parent meeting, where it is talking about change of practice times in advance, or it's because of an important event is coming up, like, for example, an MPA event. Any other questions? Any other questions? Yes. So MPA is the musical performance assessment. It's a marching MPA. It's where all the bands in the whole county get together and do their halftime show. Okay, so it's a huge event. It's usually in Winter Haven at Winter Haven High School, the little stadium. It's usually almost like an all-day event. It's very interesting. So we really, as it comes up, we can also have a next parent meeting talking about that, and talking about parents' involvement through that. So that's what MPA is all about. It's something like the middle school concert MPA, but the only thing different is it's marching instead of just playing, sitting down playing in a concert setting. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so all the away games we're gonna go to is gonna be up by band camp. Okay, so I will make sure all the away games you're gonna go to will be up by band camp way in advance. Now transportation, you usually ride a bus, the school bus. The boosters or the internal accounts pay for it. If it's like I say, if it's out of county or the city, like for example, going to Tampa or something, the boosters pay for it. But all it can be is off the school bus. We pick up from here, they drop us there, and they pick us back up. So you just drop your students off here if they go home, and you just pick them back up. So you don't have to drop them to an event. You never, if you're having a band event, you never have to drop the student there unless you want to. And even if you want to, you still have to talk to me in advance because of liability. No problem. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. We have our next band meeting on Thursday, September 2nd, 2021 at 6 p.m. Please just put that in the calendar. Yes. Mhm. Yeah, so I've put in a work order because some things in the concessions needed to be fixed, and I put a work order in, and I'm following on that every week. As soon as they have it clean, because I originally had a time frame for the 19th or the 20th, the concessions to be fully stocked, but because of nothing's being done yet, I have to wait. So as soon as everything is done in the concessions, then I'll set a date. I'll put it on the website, and I'll set a date for going to Sam's Club to get the foods, go and getting everything else. But I ain't getting everything else for band camp. Hmm. It's have to happen before August 1st. Yes, it has it has to happen August 1st. I'm just waiting on the school. Yeah, it has to happen August 1st. Yes, yes, we can also do that. And there's a lot of people online who said they available to volunteer. So like I said, the form, and also we could definitely put up a committee. If anyone, parents, everyone that here does wants to volunteer, you can stay back, and we can have a new president and vice president to be able to get the names, and we can have this concession committee. Because we have, like I said, we have different committees, but we just had to vote on those four positions today. So for concessions, we don't, let me just, because we have some new people here. For concessions, let me show you how important concessions is. Concessions is basically 80% of the income of the band. 80, nah, yeah, because of the pandemic. But to a normal season, 80 to 85% of the income of the band. Okay, the concessions is on the visitor side. So everyone that's come to the home game is on the visitor side. They come to the concessions, and we serve them food like chips, water, sometimes popcorn, sometimes hot dog. Sometimes we grill, depends on the time and friend. Sometimes we grill, depends on the help. You see, so it all is about the help. Because if we only have 3 person in the concessions, we can't grill and do everything else also. So it all depends on the persons in the concession stands. And you don't have to be approved to be in concessions. Now, if you want to travel with us, if you want to travel with us, and if you want to be a part of the performances and be in the stand to help out give out water, you have to be approved. We have all that on the website. Just go on the website. I'm telling you, if you go on the website, all of your questions will be answered because we be very detailed on the website. Okay, so you have to be approved. So new boosters, old boosters, any boosters, executive board, non-executive board. Like I say, every parent is a booster. You have to be approved if you want to work in the stands and travel with us during the performance. Okay? If you just want to work concessions, it's like, I just want to work concessions, you don't have to be approved. It's not recommended for you to be approved. Yes, and you could bring your son, daughter, cousins to help. The more help, the better. Okay, the more help, the better. Any other questions? Any other questions? Let me see if any questions on the chat before we close out. Yeah, so everyone online, just fill out the form. Just fill out the form. I will transfer all the information from the forms to the president, to the vice president, and they will both will create a committee, and they will call you and have you on the rotation for the concessions. Because I don't want the same persons to work the concessions. I want at least at the end of the band season, we have at least 90 to 95 parents has some participation in the concessions. If we can have that, yes, if we can have that rotation, it'll be less work on everybody else. And then we can achieve the goal of 1 to 5 years a month of service. But if we don't, then that's when time will start increasing. All right, at this time, there's no more questions. If you have any questions, you have my contact. I want to say thank you again for coming. And please, if Mr. Ross, can you go back to the agenda and scroll way down? Please put it on your calendar for the next parent meeting, face to face. Hopefully, as we keep going, that we have more parents from who's online come to face, so I can meet some of you. And I just want to say again, thank you. And I can't wait to see you at band camp. I can't wait to see you in home games. I can't wait to see you all around. Have a great night. Mask is optional. If you want your student your child to wear a mask, that's fine. If you don't want him to wear a mask, that's also fine. Okay. Now, before you had the 6 feet rule, but now it's like the 3 feet rule, basically. Okay. So it's a lot, but travel is not restricted. You can travel now. You could be in the buses together. That's fine. Um, outside, we're not going to be outside between 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. That have nothing to do with COVID. That have something to do with someone that, and I think in Tampa, I forget what type of law they call it, the heat law. So from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., we'll be inside. And when we do go outside, which is the 4 to 6, if you can see on the itinerary, I have 4 to 6 outside. That's the time we're going to be outside. We can have every couple of minutes, we can have like water breaks. We can have coolers outside. We can have ice outside. We have a mister. We have a mister that students can run through to cool down. And cool down. And we have, like I say, water and Powerade and stuff like that outside. For camp, yes, we're gonna provide lunch. It's lunchtime. Dinner. Whoa, my eating schedule's messed up then. All right, so we're gonna provide dinner for the band, but please, we have it at 12. Please make sure they have lunch before they come and lots of water. So when they making a quick stop to Wendy's, let's substitute that soda for water, please. It would help. It'll help a lot. Any other questions about COVID or anything? All right, perfect. Thank you. Have a great night.